Welcome to day 2. Yesterday, we learned how memory actually works and why active recall beats every passive study method. Today, we'll fix the raw material you are recalling from. Because here's the thing, you can have the best recall technique in the world, but if your notes are a mess, you are recalling from a mess. Let's use AI to do the heavy lifting. And once that is done, you can learn faster, study smarter, and build confidence. And you ace all your exams and every other study you come across. Better notes equal better recall. So today you take away three things. First, why traditional note taking keeps you busy but doesn't actually help you learn. Secondly, we're going to show you 3 AI tools that turn a wall of lecture notes into structured study material, flashcards, audio, video, mind map, and other interesting things that will help you learn better. And lastly, it's going to be like 4 basic prompts that work right now. You don't need any experience. And subsequently, you can build on these prompts and make it complex and more robust. We're going to have a session also on prompt engineering to teach you how to write a prompt like a pro. So let's be honest about your lecture notes. Most of them are almost useless for revision, and here's why. They are written in the moment at speed, right? So they are hard to read later when the context is gone. Next, other reason is that they have no structure or hierarchy. Just a wall of text with no headings, no summaries, no key points, which is exhausting to revise from, right? And also, a lot of them are passive transcription, where you wrote down what the lecturer said word for word, and your brain never actually processed the meaning. And they are not searchable or connected, right? Which is the fourth reason why your lecture notes are probably useless for revision, right? So paper notes and unorganized digital notes can be searched, linked, or built upon. They can't actually. So think about it. When did you last open a set of lecture notes and actually find them useful? That gap is exactly what AI fills. So here's the shift that AI is going to make for you. Without AI, you have unstructured walls of text, no key points that can be extracted, nothing you can quiz on. But with AI, you get a clear headings and summaries, right? And these summaries, you can put them into key terms and definitions. You can get flashcard ready to test your memory and to use it to practice the recall technique you've learned yesterday. And towards the end of this week session, we're going to have a practical session where we test the recall. You're going to have a practical session to see how you make use of the recall, and then you're going to have a full demo on the tools. And you can do all of this in under 5 minutes so that you can concentrate on studying. So one of the tools we're going to look at is ChatGPT, which is like your instant note organizer. You just simply paste your raw lecture notes and ask ChatGPT to restructure them. And this is a simple prompt. You can just prompt it that summarize this note into key 5 points with 1-line explanation for each. And it does it for you. And with the knowledge of prompt engineering that you're going to gain later on, you'll be able to advance this prompt into a more complex prompt, right? So prompts, big complex prompt that you see are getting from small prompts. So just think of the word photo sentences, right? It's a bit long, but it's being gotten from 2 words, photo and sentences. So If you watch Akila and the Bee, you will see where a tutor was telling her that big words come from small words in most cases, right? So that's the same thing with prompts. We'll show you how you can build your prompt in bit-sized manner. And this particular prompt has always worked. Another prompt you could try is turn these notes into a set of Q&A flashcard questions. And just as easy as that, and you see the magic that it turns that's going to happen with your lecture notes. Another thing is that you could just ask it like, what are the three most important concepts in these notes and why do they matter? So also we have ChatGPT is free to use, which all of you already know, but how you use ChatGPT actually matters. It's not about using it, but how you use it and for what purpose. And there are also other alternatives for ChatGPT that you can try this prompt with, such as Gemini, Claude, and Microsoft Copilot. And if you just you like flashcards, then you can try Anki. Anki is extremely good with flashcard. We're going to explore this tool. We're going to have a full demo on these tools later on. Now, the next tool number 2 is Notebook LM. This is probably one of my favorite AI tool when it comes to studying and summarizing other things. And that's simply because I can just upload my PDF lecture slides, textbook chapters or notes, and I can literally ask it anything. I can even ask it to source for information from the internet and add, but at the same time, you could just ask it to just use what you've uploaded. So that means you've eliminated anything like hallucination. It only works with what you have on the internet. And once you upload that, the magic is that it answers from what you've already uploaded. It only uses your uploaded document, so you don't have any hallucination issue. And you can ask questions about your content. For instance, what does this lecture say about something? What does, if you have maybe like on bioinformatics, you could say, okay, what does the lecture say on maybe chipseek, for instance? And it calls your source right back to you, and you can ask it to explain it to you in a way that you can understand. It can also create PowerPoint slides. You can create mind map. It even has an audio overview. You can just create a podcast from it. Even from a YouTube channel, you can just copy the YouTube, like this video now. You can just copy the link and put it in the book, and it automatically converts it to an audio podcast for you. So you can just be listening while you're driving, while you're doing other things. And you can create a video explainer, so it could explain things for you visually. You can be seeing it as if you're watching a movie. So it is interactive and it helps you to learn faster. And it's actually free. Once you have a Google account, just go to notebooklm.google.com. And now it's usually Google Notebook LM, but now it's not Gemini Notebook LM, but the URL remains the same. And the third one is Notion AI, which is like your organized knowledge base, and which is kind of is a structured note system, and the AI makes it intelligent. So step one is just for you to paste your notes in, and then you can ask it to create a pager per lecture or topic. Then the next step is you could ask it to summarize it for you, and it's done it in seconds. You can also do this with ChatGPT, also to do it with Notebook LM. They all can summarize. Almost all AI tools you can use them to summarize, but how they do it actually differs sometimes. Yeah. And step 3, you can ask it to generate action items by asking Notion AI, what do I need to review from this notes before the exam? And step 4, you can ask it to build a linked knowledge base by connecting related pages into a web of concepts across all your modules. It's available at notion.so. It has a free plan, but sometimes it may require you to upgrade for other features. And but you can just enjoy the free trial. And Notion is particularly available if you just want to use something for long. And honestly, if budget is tight, you don't need Notion AI. Yeah, I just felt like I should make a special mention to it. And another interesting thing is that potentially we are currently building an AI tool which is going to encompass all of this. We call it Grid Booster. So we're going to have a special session and a demo for you to see that tools, and we'll be able to give it to you for free to start using it pending before we release it to the larger market. Yeah. So like I've said, we're going to have a demo session of all of these tools, practical, for you to learn from. So here's your action. Before your next lecture or study session, try just one of these 3 tools from today. Paste your note into ChatGPT, use one of the 3 prompts from earlier, or even 5 minutes will show you the value. Just 5 minutes, and it's going to show you the value of all of this AI tool. And when we have our live session, you will learn it better. And that's 10 minutes. The two is done. You now have a set of AI tools that you can test. Tomorrow, we take these individual tools and connect them into one complete system called the AI revision loop, combining ChatGPT, Anki, Notion, and what have you. And see you then.